Hello students. Today we are going to start with the second practical of your biology syllabus. The name of this practical is to study the effect of enzyme amylase on starch. So basically in the experiment that we are going to perform in today's practical, we are going to study the activity of enzyme amylase on starch. So now let us see what is the aim of this experiment. The aim of this experiment is to study the action of salivary amylase on starch. Amylase, as we know, it is an enzyme, and this enzyme, it acts on polysaccharide starch. That means it will convert the polysaccharide starch into a disaccharide maltose. And for this enzyme to show its activity, it requires an optimum room temperature of 37 degrees Celsius and an optimum pH of 6.7. And this enzyme amylase, they are of two types, the salivary amylase and the pancreatic amylase. Salivary amylase, they are secreted by the salivary glands, whereas the pancreatic amylase, they are secreted by the pancreatic glands. Now, despite of different origin, the function of both these amylase is the same, that is to convert the polysaccharide starch into a disaccharide maltose at an optimum temperature and pH. Now, to start this experiment, we require some materials. Let us see what are the materials that we need. So, we need some test tube stands, water bath, pipette, and then we need the starch solution, we need salivary amylase, we need Lugol's iodine solution, dilute HCl, and phosphate buffer of pH of 6.7. So these are the materials that we require. Now let us also see the procedure for this experiment. The procedure for this experiment is very simple. The first thing that we need to do is take 3 test tubes and label them as 1, 2 and 3. And in all the 3 test tubes, the first thing that we have to add is 5 ml of starch solution and 3 ml of buffer solution. Now in the first test tube and the third test tube, we have to add 3 ml of salivary amylase solution. And in the second one, as a replacement of salivary amylase, we have to add 3 ml of distilled water. So now your first test tube is having 5 ml of starch, 3 ml of buffer and 3 ml of salivary amylase. The second one is having 5 ml of starch, 3 ml of buffer and 3 ml of distilled water. And the third one is having 5 ml of starch, 3 ml of buffer and 3 ml of salivary amylase. Now in the third test tube, we add an extra material. We add 10 drops of dilute HCl. Okay, so only in the third test tube we are adding 10 drops of dilute HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. Now what do we have to do? We have to place all the 3 test tubes at an optimum temperature of 37 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes. And we have to leave it like that to get incubated. After the incubation period, in all the 3 test tubes, we have to add 2 drops of Lugol's iodine solution. Okay? Now, what is Lugol's iodine solution? Lugol's iodine solution, it acts as an indicator for starch. On adding Lugol's iodine solution, if the color changes to bluish black coloration, that means starch is present. And if the color does not change and the color remains amber color, this means that the starch is absent or the starch is digested. So what are we doing? We are adding Lugol's iodine solution to all the 3 test tubes. And then we'll note down the color change. Now students, to understand this procedure even better, Let us see the working part of this experiment and then we'll discuss the observation and the conclusion. Hello students. So students, let us start with the working part of this experiment where we are going to study the effect of enzyme amylase on starch. Now to start this experiment, the first thing that we have to do is take 3 test tubes. So these are my 3 test tubes. Test tube number 1, 2 and the third one. Now to all the 3 test tubes, the first thing that we have to add is the starch solution. So approximately 5 ml of starch solution goes into all the 3 test tubes. Now students, if you have seen the previous slide of procedure, I have explained that we have to add 5 ml of the starch solution and 3 ml of buffer solution. The buffer solution that we add is to maintain the pH to 6.7. But over here what I have done is I have already maintained the pH of the starch solution to 6.7. So we are not adding the buffer solution separately. We will just add approximately 5 ml of starch solution to all the 3 test tubes. So approximately 5 ml of starch goes into the first tube, the second test tube, and the same thing in the third test tube. Now what is the next thing that we have to do? In the first and the third one, we have to add approximately 3 ml of enzyme amylase. So I am adding 3 ml of enzyme amylase to the first and the third one. Okay? And in the second one, as a replacement of enzyme amylase, we will be adding distilled water. So in the second one, approximately 3 ml of distilled water. Now, in the third test tube, as an addition, we will be adding approximately 10 drops of dilute HCl, that is dilute hydrochloric acid. And then we have to mix it well. So the solution in all the 3 test tubes has to be mixed well. Now next, for 10 to 15 minutes, we have to keep this test tube for an incubation period. Okay, so we will see the result after the incubation period on adding the Lugol's iodine solution. Now students, after 10 to 15 minutes of incubation period, let us see the observation now by adding the Lugol's iodine solution. So this is my first test tube. I'll just add Lugol's iodine solution to it. Now if you see, on addition of Lugol's iodine solution, the color does not change. That means the starch is completely digested into this test tube. Now let us see the second one. Now in the second test tube, on addition of Lugol's iodine solution, the color changes to a darker coloration. Slowly it is changing to bluish black coloration. The picture of this I will be attaching in the next slide, where you can see the color change very clearly. Okay, as you can see, it is slowly changing to a bluish black coloration. That means in the absence of enzyme, the starch is not digested. And when we added Lugol's iodine solution, the color changes to bluish black coloration. Let us see in the third one now. Now again, in the third test tube, we have added the enzyme amylase. But with enzyme amylase, we also added 10 drops of HCl. HCl will reduce the pH and the enzyme amylase will not show its activity at an acidic pH. Okay, so again, on addition of Lugol's iodine solution, the color is changing to bluish black coloration. That means the starch is not digested as the enzyme did not show its activity at a very low pH. So students, these are the three observations. In the next slide, I will be attaching the pictures of all the three observations where you can see the color change very clearly. Now students, as you have seen the working part of this experiment, in the first test tube, if you remember, we have added 5 ml of starch, 3 ml of buffer and 3 ml of enzyme amylase solution. And then we added few drops of Lugol's iodine solution. And the observation that we got was amber coloration, as you can see in the picture that I have attached into the slide. Now why does the color remains amber color? Here, as we had added enzyme amylase solution, the starch is digested by the enzyme. And as the starch is digested, even after adding Lugol's iodine solution, the color did not change to bluish black. Okay, so this was in the first test tube. Let us see the second one. In the second one, if you remember, we had added 5 ml of starch, 3 ml of buffer and we had added 3 ml of distilled water instead of enzyme amylase. And then we added few drops of Lugol's iodine solution. Now over here the observation that we got was the color changed to blue coloration. Okay, so at the bottom of the test tube you can see that the color changes to darker bluish black coloration. Now why did the color change? In this test tube, the starch remains undigested in the absence of enzyme. So if you remember, we had not added the enzyme amylase into this test tube. And so the starch, it remains undigested and it will show the color change to bluish black coloration. Now let us see the third one. In the third test tube, we had added 3 ml of buffer with 5 ml of starch, 3 ml of enzyme amylase solution and as an addition we had added 10 drops of dilute HCl. And then we added few drops of Lugol's iodine solution. The observation was dark blue color. Now over here, instead of adding the enzyme amylase, the starch was not digested. So if you remember, we studied that this enzyme amylase, to show its activity, it requires an optimum pH of 6.7. But in this test tube, we have reduced the pH. We have made it acidic. Okay? We have added 10 drops of dilute HCl and made it acidic. So the starch in this test tube, it remains undigested as the enzyme will not show its activity at a very low pH or in an acidic pH. So this was the observation for the 3 test tubes. Now on the basis of this observation, we can draw this conclusion that in the first tube, amylase acts on starch to produce maltose and at an appropriate pH of 6.7. In the second test tube, without the enzyme, it shows the presence of starch as indicated by blue-black coloration. And the third test tube, with enzyme but the acidic pH, it shows the presence of starch as it remains undigested. The enzyme did not show its activity in the third test tube. So students, this was all about this experiment where we studied the effect of salivary amylase onto starch. With this, we end this practical, and in the next practical, we are going to start with the third one, that is the biochemical test.